Welcome everyone. Today we're starting our second day of writing equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. Just a reminder, parallel lines are two non-vertical lines that have the same slope. Conversely, if two non-vertical lines in the same plane are parallel, then they have the same slope. So parallel lines have the same slope. Perpendicular lines, if two non-vertical lines in the same plane have slopes that are negative reciprocals, so a negative reciprocal makes them perpendicular. Conversely, again, if two non-vertical lines in the same plane are perpendicular, then their slope are negative reciprocals. So this symbol here means parallel, and this symbol here means perpendicular. Alright, this first problem says, write an equation of the line that passes through the given point and is parallel to the given line. So we have to look at our equation. Now this equation is not in y equals mx plus b form yet. But what we can do is we can move our positive 2 over to the other side, or our negative 2 over by adding it. So we get 4x plus 2 equals 2y. Now I'm going to divide by 2 to get y by itself. So we get 2x plus 1 equals y. So our slope would be this 2 here. This is our original equation. We could rewrite that if we wanted to into y equals 2x plus 1. So it looks like y equals mx plus b. So our original slope is m equals 2. So that means that our parallel line has to also have a slope of m equals 2. So we can write that as y equals mx plus b. But now we have a point, an x and a y, that we can plug into our equation. We know that the m has to be 2. Our x now is negative 3. Our y is negative 4. So 2 times negative 3 gives us a negative 6 equals a negative 4 plus b. Now we got to add 6 to the other side to get it b by itself. Negative 4 plus 6 gives us 2 equals b. So our new equation then is going to be y equals 2x plus 2. Alright, this one says, write an equation of the line that passes through the given point and is perpendicular to the given line. Now remember, a perpendicular slope is an opposite reciprocal, so if I had 1 over 2, the opposite would be a negative 2 over 1. So we need to get this in slope-intercept form. I'm going to subtract the 2x to bring that to the other side. So we get 4y equals a negative 2x plus 12. Divide by 4. Y equals a negative 1/2 x plus 12 divided by 4, which is 3. So our original slope here is negative 1 over 2. Now if we are doing the perpendicular slope, we need an opposite reciprocal. So the opposite of a negative would be a positive, and the opposite of 1 over 2 is 2 over 1, or just 2. So our slope would be 2. if we put this into y equals mx plus b, our x is our 8, our y is our -1. So 8 goes into x, -1 goes into y. So we have -1 equals 2 times 8 plus b. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 plus b equals -1. Subtract 16. I'll get -17 equals b. So our new equation then is y equals 2x minus 17. Alright, now we need to determine which lines, if any, are parallel or perpendicular. So what we need to find is the slope. This first one is not in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to add 6x to get it to the other side. So we get 4y equals 6x minus 8. Divide by 4. So y equals a positive 3 over 2x minus 2. So our first slope is a positive 3 over 2. The second one is in slope-intercept form. So our slope here is -2 over 3. And finally, our last one, we need to get into slope-intercept form, so I'm going to subtract 2x. So we get 3y equals a -2x minus 15. Divide by 3. And y equals a -2/3 x minus 5. So our slope here is a -2/3. Now, let's look to see if any of these lines are parallel. So our parallel lines will have the same slope. 3 over 2 is not the same as these two, but 2 over 3, or -2 over 3, is the same as -2 over 3. So line B is parallel to line C. Now if we look at the negative reciprocals, see if any of them are perpendicular. The negative reciprocal of 3 over 2 is -2 over 3. So line A is perpendicular to both B and C. So line A is perpendicular to B, and line A is perpendicular to C. Finally, our last one, it says, write an equation that models line A. The red one will be line A, and our blue one will be line B. So write an equation that models line A. Well, we need to find out our slope. So we're looking for y equals mx. Y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to start here. This looks like a good point. And I'm going to go to, looks like we have a point right here. So I'm going to go up 1, 2. My rise is 2. My run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 over 6, which actually would be 1 over 3. So y equals 1 over 3x. And our b, our y-intercept, it looks like it crosses at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now our b, we can still put a point there. And it looks like we have another point right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, negative 3 down, over by 1. So that's our slope, negative 3 over 1, x plus 6 again. So it says, do the lines form a right angle? Well, we got to look at our slopes. Our first slope was 1/3. Our second slope was negative 3 over 1. So yes, they do. Because they are negative reciprocals. Because the slopes are negative reciprocals. Alright, that's all for today. You have a worksheet for homework, so get that from the front.